Alright, does everybody have theirs up? Alright. Welcome to Smartboard, the basics and beyond. Alright, I'm doing the basics part because I'm just basic. Katina's doing the beyond. Alright, there are going to be some things that we talk about, and some of you may be able to do it in a different way, or maybe, a quicker way. I am not the giver of all knowledge, even though that would be great if I were, but I'm going to try to do the best that I can. If you know something different, or if you know how to do things differently, then I would love to hear it. And there are going to be, some of you can ask questions. Katina and I are going to do the best we can to answer them, or either find the answer or kind of work through it together. So we're going to go ahead and begin. Several of you noticed that we sent out a survey for SurveyMonkey, and the reason why we did this is because we wanted to assess where everybody was and how they could work and perform using Smart Notebook. So this is what our information has shown us. Most of you are kind of at, you can create a lesson from scratch, and a lot of you aren't very comfortable with it. So that's kind of where we are. We wanted to see where everybody was performing, so then we wouldn't waste your time. So we could really attack those areas that you need the most help in. Alright, on the next one, everybody looks like they know how to orient their smartboard. That's something that if your smartboard, something wiggles or something moves or something shakes, we know that we can press these two keys and we press the little buttons on our screen. I know that they say that it's very important every time you turn on your laptop and you turn on Smartboard to go ahead and orient your Smartboard first thing in the morning. So everybody looks good on that one. So a lot of you know how to do this, and then some of you are kind of in between. So how to capture screenshots of images. This is something I'm going to show you how to do today. I use this one a lot, especially if I'm making PowerPoints or Smart Notebooks to go with Imagine Reading, and I'm capturing the pages in the story. This is how I capture those screenshots. So that's going to be something that we're looking at today. Background color. I try to make it more interesting for the kids and not just be plain white screen or plain blue screen. There are some ways that you can change it up. You can change the background to go with the seasons, or sometimes I do it with the holidays. And so we're going to talk about how to change the image and how you can change the background color. A lot of you know how to insert a text box and change the font. We're going to do that very briefly to make sure everybody knows how to do that portion as well. A lot of you aren't very sure about customizing a toolbar for tools. I don't know how to do that either. That's something that Katina is going to be able to show us, and that's something that I'm going to learn myself. The highlighter and the magic pen, we're going to do something brief on that as well because I'm not very confident on using those types of tools either. So she's going to be the one to show you a little bit about how to do that as well. Background color, or to insert a background template image. I'm going to get off a full screen. A lot of yours are just plain white. I'm going to, will it make sure if I insert something here?
No.
Okay. I'm going to insert a blank page. And so in order for us to change our background image, we go over here where we see our tabs. This shows our page tab. This tab that has a picture is where we look for our pictures in our gallery and where we can find our background images. So I'm going to click on that tab, and this is where you can find backgrounds and things. A lot of times you can do a quick search. Like if I want to do something with the winter, I can quick search winter, and then it can give me snowflakes, it can give me snowmen, it can give me images of winter pictures. So I'm just going to go to backgrounds and themes, and then as you see, you can just scroll down here, and there are a lot of different things you can choose. So for Easter, all you have to do is just slide on your blank page, and your image is there. Where I can do the Easter bunny, and it would be there. Okay, so that's how we just change the background. So you can just play around with that. I'm trying to see if I can find one. Here's a plant one. So if you're doing science lesson on plants and you're using a smartboard, this can be a background that can correlate with your information, not to make it so boring and dull for your students. So that can be how you change the background image. I'm going to get out of full screen. In order for you to change the color, like if you don't want to change the image, you just want to change the way it looks, you can actually go to where it has like the color palette with the letter A, and you can click on it, and you can put solid fill. If they all one color, gradient fill can be lighter, darker. So I can just click on solid fill and click on the color I want, and put whatever color I want. Alright. They had a really good question. They asked if they wanted all of their slides to have this color, was there a way that they could do it all at one time? And there's not. What you have to do is you just have to put that color on each page, or like Katina said, a lot of times she just clones that page. And when you clone it, it's just going to be the same thing. So if I go here and I just click on the arrow and clone page and click it, and it's going to copy that same page that you see right here. So a lot of you, if you're starting one and you want that color to be the same on every page, you just click the arrow in the corner and put clone page, and it's going to give you that same page. A lot of you, I know April asked when you had a background like this, sometimes you can choose backgrounds, and when you go to drag it over to your white page, it may say, do you want to apply this to all pages? And if you put OK, it's going to set it just for you. So all you have to do is type your information in there. Okay? Are there any more questions on that? To capture a screenshot, this one's probably my most favorite thing to use on Smartboard, especially, like I told you, if I'm planning everyday math lessons or Imagine It. If I want the kids to see something, I can capture it, and it's right up here on my Smartboard. So I'm going to go out of full screen, and right here, up here at the top toolbar, you're going to see a camera. And just like if we're capturing a photograph, we're going to need our camera. That can help you remember to look for that camera if you need to capture something that you want your students to see. When you click on it, you're going to have a little box like this appear. Keep that box there. You can minimize your Smart Notebook. I'm going to move this.
And if you go to internet to explore,
right here?
That's where I've got it. Imagine It, Everyday Math, and YouTube.
Alright. So say I want to use Imagine It, and I'm going to my Teacher's Edition. As we wait. Some of you did. Maybe not. Alright, so I'm just going to screenshot this username page when you click on Everyday Math. So right here you're going to click the first button where the little camera with the white page is. You're going to click it, and then you see how you have like your little cursor? You are going to select what you want it to capture. So say if I want it to capture this whole picture, and it automatically sends it into your Smart Notebook file.
And there's a place right up there on your capture bar where if you wanted to send it to the current page you're on.
Yes, right here. If you wanted to add it to a brand new page in your Smart Notebook file, then you can check this one and it'll add it to a different page. Or if you have that slide in there that you want it to go to, then it's going to go to that one just like it did on mine because I didn't have it clicked. Then this is where you can kind of play with it and manipulate it however you need to. So you can make it smaller. I'm coming over, and then there goes my screenshot. So you can make it bigger, smaller, any way you want to. You can play around with that, like get little snapshots, screenshots, and put it on Smart Notebook and just kind of play around and see how that works.
And you can have this.
The first one with the white page.
She called me.
And if y'all know, whenever you create that,
Better look, I'm changing this.